Oh, well, all right, y'all. So, welcome. Welcome back to Love 24 Hours here, where we review content that can either brighten or enlighten your day. So, yeah, you guys. So, shout out to the whole entire Love Tribe. I think I'm gonna get back into regular shout outs. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, shout out to all of you guys. Nobody in particular today that I can think of off the top of my head. No, not today, I don't think. Okay, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump straight into the video.
Chicken palm recipe. How to cook a chicken palm without drying the chicken. Organizing tips. Health benefits of occasional silence. NFL Game Pass.
I'll take you to the moon, baby. I'll show you all the room. Yeah, I'll tell you all my secrets. Don't tell nobody what we do. Hello, life you want. Give me a vibe you want. We can get cocky, baby. I'll buy you know. I don't mind too much. She little body. Hello, life you want. Give me a vibe you want. We can get
Visible extension of something that is unconscious in you, to which the body reacts when you program it by saying, is this food good for my body or is it not good for my body? And the unconscious knows everything. And the unconscious brings things up into the world of the conscious. Pendulum is an extension of indicating to you whether something is good or something is not good for your body. Okay, I've just received this pendulum. I'm going to program it the way I want it to react. So if something is good, I want you to turn clockwise. Okay? When it turns clockwise, it's yes, it's good for you. And when it's not good for you, I want you to turn counterclockwise. And when you don't know, or you don't know right now, I want you to go up and down.
Your aura is fucked up, let me show you how to clean it. It's time to block energy vampires and get rid of demons. The easiest way is to go outside, grind and sit in the sun. The earth and sun will cleanse you, it'll make negative energy run. Another way is take a spiritual bath, a spiritual shower. Cleanse with herbs like lavender so you can regain your power. Next, listen to solfeggio frequencies, that sound healing. Negative energy can't handle that pure positive feeling. Another way is crying, don't be scared to let it out. Crying removes any internal baggage out your house. Another way is to go do some things you love to do. Pure love energy removes anything that's harming you. Abstinence and isolation will help cleanse you too. If you do all of these, I promise you will feel brand new. After you cleanse your aura, you gotta know how to protect your aura. Come and protect my aura. If y'all want a video, I will show you.
Now know from modern scientific research that a heroic dose of psilocybin, a big dose of psilocybin, can break decades of depression. A person who's been in depression so deep that they can hardly communicate, it's gone, just wiped away. And what's happened is that those obsessive thoughts constantly dwelling on the misery of your own condition that have dominated your mind for so long, the psychedelic experience just broken that cycle completely and set people.
Terrence had the whole freaking thing. Listen to this passage. You want to hear about the mushies? You want to know the truth about the mushies? Listen to this. Terrence said he took 5 grams of mushies once, and he had this conversation with the mushroom. He said, the mushroom speaks, and our opinions rest upon what it tells eloquently of itself in the cool night of the mind. Listen to this. This goes crazy mode. I am old, older than thought in your species, which is itself 50 times older than your history. Though I have been on earth for many ages, I am from the stars. My home is no one planet, for many worlds scattered through the shining disk of the galaxy have conditions which allow my spores an opportunity for life. The mushroom which you see is the part of my body given to sex thrills and sunbathing. My true body is a fine network of fibers growing through the soil. These networks may cover acres and may have far more connections than the number in a human brain. My mycelial network is nearly immortal. Only the sudden toxification of a planet or the explosion of its parent star can wipe me out. by means impossible to explain because of certain misconceptions in your model of reality, all my mycelial networks in the galaxy are in hyperlight communication across space and time. The mycelial body is as fragile as a spider's web, but the collective hypermind and memory is a vast historical archive of the career of evolving intelligence on many worlds in our spiral star swarm. Dude, sick. Space, you see, is a vast ocean to those hardy life forms that have the ability to reproduce from spores, for spores are covered with the hardiest organic substance known across the eons of time and space drift. Many spore-forming life forms in suspended animation for millions of years until contact is made with a suitable environment. Many such species are minded. Only myself and my recently evolved near relatives have achieved the hyper communication mode and memory capacity that makes us leading members in the community of galactic intelligence. How the hyper communication mode operates is a secret which will not be lightly given to humans, but the means should be obvious. It is the occurrence of psilocybin and psilocin in the biosynthetic pathways of my living body that opens for me and my symbiotes the vision screens to many worlds. Bro, that is why I'm fucking so obsessed with the mushies right now and eating mushies all the time. It's because I'm tapping into their network, bro. Okay, you as an individual and Homo sapien as species are on the brink of the formation of a symbiotic relationship with my genetic material that will eventually carry humanity and Earth into the galactic mainstream of the higher civilizations. Since it is not easy for you to recognize other varieties of intelligence around you, your most advanced theories of politics and society have advanced only as far as the notion of collectivism. But beyond the cohesion of the members of a species into a single social organism, there lie richer and even more baroque evolutionary possibilities. Symbiosis is one of these. Symbiosis is a relation of mutual dependence and positive benefits for both of the species involved. Symbiotic relationships between myself and civilized forms of higher animals have been established many times and in many places throughout the long ages of my development. These relationships have been mutually useful. Within my memory is the knowledge of hyper-light drive ships and how to build them. I will trade this knowledge for a free ticket to new worlds around suns younger and more stable than your own. To secure an eternal existence down the long river of cosmic time, I again and again offer this agreement to higher beings and thereby have spread throughout the galaxy over the long millennia. A mycelial network has no organs to move the world, no hands, but higher animals with manipulative abilities can become partners with the star knowledge within me, and if they act in good faith, return both themselves and their humble mushroom teacher to the million worlds to which all citizens of our star swarm are heir. And then look at that. That's so cute. And then look at this rock painting from Tassili Plateau in southern Algeria. What's that? That's a mushroom man. These are all mushroom men. Dude, the archaic revival is so coming back. We all just need to be eating mushrooms all day and chilling and vibing and getting these light speed drives from the mushrooms. What the hell are we waiting for, dude? Also, Terrence McKenna had the whole thing. What the hell? Why are the mushies talking to me? Terrence McKenna had it right here. This is the book. Anyway, dude, what a cool passage, right? I totally heard it in Terrence's voice the whole time. Dude, mushies are magical. They're literally awesome, dude. They're us. They're smarter than us, bro. They're the best. They're so cool. They said the only thing that can kill us is the immediate toxification of a planet, which we're working on, or the explosion of their host or their solar system star. What? They're invincible, just like us. All right, goodbye. Love you. Time for bed. Dude, mushies forever.
What's dangerous is when the universe pick you and you put on the magic glasses. There's rules that go with them. You can never take them off. You never see things as they're supposed to be. You see things as they are. You can never force nobody else to do that.
There's a philosophy that says 85% of the people on the planet are followers. 10% of the people on the planet are creators or leaders, and 5% of the people are observers. So when you got 85% of the people who are willing to follow, the 10% who are able to create something are going to capitalize off of that, and the 5% are usually the ones who are assassinated or shunned or discredited because they can see everything that's going on. And they would ruin it all for the 10%. So the reason why it's so easy to do that is because people are willing to be.
Yeah, it all parallels. It's like, synesthesia, seeing sounds. It all parallels. People will tell you, this business isn't like this business. It's the same people everywhere you go. The same type of guy you might meet in Hollywood, you might meet that same type of character in fashion, you might meet that same type of character in music. You got some straight up people that do it for the love and they want to promote it. It's all about that. You got some people that's trying to make their way. It's like let's say it's 5%, 10%, and 85%ers. And it's like this, the 10%ers, the media for the most part. The 85%ers don't really know what it is. And the 5%ers that know what it is can't get it past the 10%ers. So this alone would be a break. This is a jump past. This gonna get taken off the internet. Quick.
Here is a small percentage of people who know God. And when they know God, they have a duty. And that duty is to teach what you know to those who do not know. Then those of us who are in pursuit of that duty have 10%. The rich, the bloodsuckers of the poor, the slave makers of the poor, they hate the 5%. They have control over 85%. So they turn the 85% against the righteous teacher. This is how they've been able to kill the prophets, kill their communities, because the leaders who are the bloodsuckers of the poor have control over the minds of the masses. And they feed the masses more lies about a righteous teacher, so that the righteous teacher will be persecuted by the 10%, not helped by the 85%, so that they can kill the righteous teacher. But a new thing is happening.
Has been coaching me on how to escape the matrix, simulation, whatever you want to call it. So I made this graphic to explain where we're at so far. The core concept is everything is energy in a form of geometry. Water on a speaker can illustrate this. Harmonic tones create symmetrical patterns in the same way the molecules of the water and the particles that make up those molecules do. DNA creates the living things that can interact with the simulation. As a fractal antenna, it reads the vibrations of the simulation so that you, your character, can interact and survive in it. It's creating a multiplayer online thing like World of Warcraft, where your consciousness controls the player. Your body would be like the haptic feedback suit in Ready Player One. Suit is your nervous system with the plexus or chakras, whatever you believe, giving you feedback in the form of emotions and feelings. Instead of the goggles, your brain is processing all the geometries. This is according to the ancient info I was told to investigate. I found this in almost every tradition, and in every single one they put their best characters inside of this shape, which is a part of the code of the simulation. This square root of 2 is the binary sequence, it's cell division. Square root of 3 is the division of the cube. That's how we have the 3D world. The square root of 5 is the golden ratio, which gives harmony and proportion to everything in the world. So the player just reads the polarities. It's just like hot, cold, light, dark, soft, hard, all that stuff. You're just processing the polarities, which is interesting because the quantum part talks about the observer effect, saying it plays a direct role in shaping reality. 200 years ago, we figured out that's what snaps the waves into particles. So essentially, you're rendering reality like the game renders the environment, you and all the other players. So you and everybody else in the universe use that and entanglement to create a networked system, exactly like how your brain and galaxies work. So why are we here or playing the game in the first place? Well, why do we play games? We'd like to see what it feels like to be a character that we're not. We'd like to have adventures and interact with other players. Knowing the rules allows us to have the best experience in the game. is actually from my book, which is what I've been trying to document. These graphics are from Geometrix. We're not trying to escape. We're trying to get as many perspectives on how this works to have the best possible experience here and express that. We're all here for different reasons. Maybe the only reason we're playing is to help each other figure it out.
People who dream in black and white are on the verge of ascending. People who dream in color and remember the dreams and have dreams that come in threes are prophets. And as it moves up again, they can begin to awaken and come outside of your body, look down upon your body, and see that you are more than the body because you never were human. You were simply encased in human and locked in by the frequency barrier, and you didn't know who you were. Trapped on a planet who you didn't even come from, or only here for a lesson, the lesson has got to go on and on and on infinitum. Even the planet is getting tired of that now and is changing the frequency. What we are about the business now is awakening.
Close my nose and mouth for 4 minutes. If I'm separated from this substance for 4 minutes, my heart don't stop. My brain don't even stop. My body functions don't stop. The first thing I lose is consciousness. I pass out. I can no longer stay aware. So I started to say, well, wait a minute. I'm not just breathing in air. I'm breathing in consciousness. I'm inhaling and exhaling God itself. And this air is conscious.
Something is not right to me. Now y'all can go and watch the movie and sing along and feel like you over there in Oz. If that floats your boat, go ahead and do it. I just really feel like there is something very disturbing about how these individuals have devolved after just shooting the movie The Wicked.
This is the easiest way to learn Korean. Stay with me for a minute and you walk away from this reel knowing how to read a whole new language. Now, a little history lesson. Back in the days, Korea didn't have its own writing system, so they used to use the Chinese characters. If you know anything about Chinese writing, not easy to learn. There are tens of thousands of characters and most people at the time didn't have the means or the time to learn them. So King Sejong comes along and he was like, this ain't right. Everyone should have access to education, regardless of their socioeconomic status. If people could learn to read in half a day? Half a day? That's impossible, said the homies. To which the king replied, tell the people we're making a new writing system. Hangul, which you're about to learn right now. Because Hangul was made with this specific purpose in mind, it's really easy to learn. Just like English, they have consonants and vowels, but the way you put them together, unlike English, which is all in a sequence, like that, in Korean, there are a couple of ways you can put them together. You can put them side by side, just like English, hi, one on top of the other, like hi. Or you can put another consonant on the bottom, like him. Or you can put it one on the side and one on the bottom, like that. It'll get easier as I explain it. Now this is where the fun begins. I came up with a story that just by listening, you can memorize all the 14 consonants. All you have to do is to enjoy the story. Ready? The story starts with me pointing a gun. Da-da. See? That's a gun. You gotta use a little bit of imagination, okay? Smell something with my nose. That's my nose right here, with the nostril. I open the door, and what do I see? A rattlesnake. That's a rattlesnake right there. My mouth opens wide. That's my mouth. I tried to trap the snake in a bucket. See the bucket over here? Bucket. I fail. The snake runs away. So I run away as far as I can to the top of a mountain. The top of the mountain is called Summit. So that's the top of the mountain. You know what I find when I get to the top of the mountain? As you often do when you get to the top of anything in life, you find nothing. So that's nothing. What did I do when I found nothing? I jumped from the top of the mountain. So that's jump. I gotta use a little bit of imagination, okay? Jump like yeah? Sure, this is how King Sejong taught as well. So I jumped from so high that I became a champion. Okay? This little thing is like, the karate thing, whatever. With my newfound courage, I decided to go back and pull the trigger. Remember the gun? I'm gonna pull the trigger to kill the snake. I missed. Not very good at aiming. And it ended up hitting the door. Remember the door right here? And it split in two. But not giving up. I'm gonna pull a Samson and bring down the whole house by pushing on the pillars. Y'all know the story of Samson? Pillar? This is pillar, okay? But before I could do that, a mysterious man wearing a hat, this is the man wearing a hat, appears out of nowhere and says, Nelson, you just learned all 14 consonants of the Korean alphabet. Now, I kid you not. Do you remember what the story started with? This thing? Yeah, me pointing at a gun. Good. This makes the g sound, as in gun. And then I smell something with, do you remember this? Yeah, nose. This makes the n sound. That's the consonant for n. How about this one? I opened the door. Nice. That makes the this sound. This makes the rattlesnake r sound. This makes my mouth opens, right? M. Trap it with the b bucket. And then I go to the top of the mountain, which is called the summit. And then what did I find when I got to the top? Right, nothing. This makes no sound. This is a placeholder. And then this, jump. This, I jumped from so high, became a champion. And then went back, the gun, pulled the trigger to kill. But then I missed, got the door, which split into two. Yes, pull a Samson, pillar. And that man wearing a hat. Got that? Was it confusing? Was I too fast? Go download the app Tida and I'll explain it more in depth and slowly. But basically, with these consonants, you just have to attach vowels, right? So let me teach you one vowel. This straight line is like E, as in tree. It looks like a tree, right? It's like a tree. So this makes the E sound. Got it? I can't hear you. No, I'm just kidding. So that's tree, right? So what you do is you attach a consonant. Let's say that, remember that? Gun, right? G. This makes a G sound. Plus E. This is ki. G, E, ki. Or how about this? Man wearing a hat. H, right? H as in hat. And then E, he. Easy, right? Now, let me just teach you two more vowels, okay? So that's the tree, E sound, right? If the E goes closer to the consonant, consonant feels uncomfortable. So he goes, oh, too close, oh. This makes the sound, okay, this consonant. What if the tree moves away from the consonant? He goes, ah. That's much better. Ah. So this consonant makes the ah sound. This vowel makes the sound. Now with this, we're gonna start reading some words. All right, on your own, try to read this. This is like magic. You ready? You remember what this was? Yeah? And then tree moving away. Now remember what this was? And then tree moving away. Yeah, what do you think this reads? Bucket. Nose. Banana. You got it. Now, it gets a little more complicated than this, but go download the app. All for free. You know, King Sejong wanted this education to be available for everyone. There are people charging like hundreds of dollars just to teach Hangul. Shame on you, whoever you are. It's free in our app. Go download it. Quick sign up. Go to the story tab, and we'll have all the Hangul stuff there. You're welcome.
Turkey legs is ham. Turkey legs is ham. Whole time turkey legs been ham. The world is a lie. Everything we ever knew was a lie, guys. Everything that we have ever known is a lie, okay? Now, I've never been a huge fan of turkey legs. I don't see the appeal. It just tastes like, I don't know. So I was watching a TikTok. This girl said they was at the fair. They got turkey legs. The turkey legs tasted like ham. So they went back to the dude and was like, hey, why does this turkey leg taste like ham? He was like, it is ham. We just call them turkey legs. What do you want us to say? Pig leg? Mind blown. Let's go to the footage. So typically when we think of a turkey leg, this is what we think of, right? Turkey leg hut, turkey leg at the fair, turkey legs at Disney. These is all kinds of different turkey legs options. Now this is a daggone turkey. Look at the legs, y'all. Look at the legs. Here go a whole gang of them. Ain't a thick leg on the bunch. On the bunch ain't a thick leg. So since they said it was ham, I decided to look up pig legs. Y'all not gonna like this at all.
Come with me to do a breaking and entering. This is about my third one of these this week, and I've been watching this guy for a while, so I'm pretty familiar with his sleep schedule, so I know he's asleep right now. To make my way inside, I use a knife. I know there's quicker, more efficient ways to do this, but I'm pretty old school and I like to keep it simple. Once I'm inside, I go ahead and pull my mask down to conceal my identity. And I also take off my shoes so I don't attract dirt, because just because I'm stealing, it doesn't mean I have to be dirty. And it also makes it easier for me to do my little sneaky walk. Like I said, I've been watching this guy for a while, so I knew what I was there for. I didn't waste time looking around. I did think about taking a TV as well, but it was just going to weigh me down, so I left it. So that's it, just a quick in and out, not wasting any time. Leave suggestions in the comments where you think I should go next.
What? Huh? Now, we not bullshitting. No, not bullshitting. Oh, bullshitting. Okay.
Wanna buy 8?
No, I can't. I don't have any money. See, just a couple of minutes ago, I met this guy selling 9s, you see, so I bought his whole selection. So I was wondering, could I interest you in buying a 9? Because you could put it on the wall, you see, and see how many players there are on a
I just thought that was just, it didn't ruin my childhood. That one was pretty funny. And I used to fucks with Ernie pretty tough too, as a young one. So yeah. But anyway, so thank you for joining me today, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah, we'll see how interesting this is gonna get. So yeah, so please enjoy the rest of your night or evening or afternoon or whatever. And until the next video, peace out.